Here are 7 telltale signs your marriage is worth saving. Months or years after your marriage, the honeymoon phase is indeed over. You start seeing the not-so-good qualities that your spouse has. Quite annoying, don't you agree? You start getting irritated with how your spouse snores, you start to notice how messy they are around the house, and that is just the start. Soon, you will start having issues, and major ones too, but don't give up just yet. Don't say or think about divorce just because you are getting fed up. Instead, think of the signs your marriage is worth saving, and from there, do something about it. Can my marriage be saved? Okay, so your marriage is on the rocks, we perfectly understand. After all, there is no such thing as a perfect marriage. You are probably more inclined to start thinking of giving up and filing for a divorce, right? It's an easier option and you are no longer happy, but wait. If you are taking time to contemplate divorce, have you also taken time to think about all of the signs your marriage is worth saving? Can my marriage be saved? Is marriage worth it? The answer to these questions is yes. Your marriage can be saved, and it's not impossible. There have been cases of marriages that had experienced far worse than what you are experiencing, and yet, now they are thriving. So, if this is the case, we all want to understand how to know if a relationship is worth saving, right? Before you focus on the things that don't work on your marriage, start with the thoughts and signs your marriage is worth saving. But what are these signs? 1. You're having second thoughts. You're having second thoughts. Okay, so you have decided that you want to divorce your spouse. However, why are you having second thoughts? You're bothered, can't even sleep, and you are wondering if it's the right thing to do. This must be one of the major signs your marriage is worth saving. Because if you are really done, you will never have second thoughts, not even a single one. 2. It all started when you had kids. Heads up. We're not blaming the kids, but if your constant misunderstandings started when you had your little kids, then this is something that you should understand. When you become a parent, it's normal to be tired all the time, it's normal to be stressed, and even normal to lose touch of intimacy with your spouse. It's not like you want to be tired and stressed out, but children require dedication and adjustments. This doesn't mean that your relationship is gone or won't work. It means you just need to support each other in parenting and not focus on what is lacking. 3. You still value the sanctity of marriage. You still value the sanctity of marriage. You haven't tried flirting with another person, and you certainly still respect your spouse and your marriage. Despite all the misunderstandings and being irritated with your spouse, you also feel that you are being respected by your spouse as well. Then, maybe it's time to think. Possibly it's just stress, pressure, and trials that are making you feel that you want to be out of the marriage. 4. You still want to work on your marriage before concluding that divorce is the answer. Have you tried talking to each other? Have you tried talking about how you can save your marriage? If both of you are willing to work for it, then that's it. Don't file for a divorce, because clearly, that is one of the biggest signs your marriage is worth saving. Remember, a marriage worth fighting for is a marriage worth working hard for. 5. You can't picture your life without your spouse. Think about Christmas, think about your birthday, oh, and even Thanksgiving. Can you honestly picture yourself without your spouse? If you can't, then it's time to give your marriage another try. 6. Your problems aren't really about your relationship. Ask yourself this: what are the things that led you to think that it's the best idea to file for divorce? Did you or your spouse cheat? Was there ever violence or abuse? If your problem consists of being irritated with each other, stress, finances, not meeting your goals, something like that, then these can all be worked out. These are just trials, and many couples, or should we say, most couples, are already experiencing these problems. 7. You still love the person. You still love the person. Love matters, and it's one of the strongest signs your marriage is worth saving. You have to understand that your marriage will not save itself, and considering divorce is unfair to both of you and especially to your children. Where do I start saving my marriage? Now that you feel the need and the urge to work on your marriage, then one of the questions you want to ask is how to save a failing marriage, right? When is a relationship worth saving? In fact, the options are many. If you don't want to save it, the excuses are plenty. Start by recognizing not only your partner's faults but also your own. From there, you will see that each one of you has faults, and what matters is the willingness to work together for a better marriage. You need to want to be better not just for your spouse but also for yourself as well. Knowing the signs your marriage is worth saving is important. Without it, one can immediately be consumed with hate and the wrong idea that divorce is always the answer. It's not. Now, for yourself, your spouse, and your family, do your best. Work together and you can be assured that it can help your marriage. It's never too late to realize that you made a mistake and that life is better if you have someone with you. Together with the signs your marriage is worth saving is the hope that everything will be better and happier. Let's save our family. Just extend the love for each couple instead of breaking. Thanks for watching. Please like and share.